How's it going, everyone? Before I get into today's episode of Hog Squad, I wanted to let you guys know we're doing a big giveaway, so subscribe, stay tuned. The next episode will announce what the giveaway is, how to enter, so I'm just letting you guys know now. It's going to be a pretty good giveaway. So yeah, guys, let's get to the episode. How's it going, guys? So in today's episode, I'm going to be giving you guys the rundown on the baits you need for spotted bay bass this summer. Because it's like must-have baits right here. And, you know, this summer, spotty bites going to be picking up, you know. Coming out of the winter, it's summertime, we're ready to roll. Spotties are biting good, so I'm going to give you guys some suggestions, some baits, some setups I use for spotties. Just give you a rundown on like what it is to fish for spotted bay bass. You know, some of you guys have never done before, some of you guys haven't caught a spotty yet. You know, maybe you're coming to California on vacation, you know. This is a video to show you guys like what it is like. And I mean, spotties are a great fish. I grew up on them. They're huge to me. Before I moved to Philly for 2 years, you know, I fished a lot of largemouth when I lived in Philly, but yeah. Spotties are where it's at. They fight hard. I mean, they don't get that big, but they got a lot of power behind them. So yeah, guys, let's get straight into this episode of Hog Squad, and I will catch you at the bait table. Alright, guys, so we're going to get into the first baits of the day. So we're going to start with the swim baits. So I selected 3 here. So we got our Kitech for spotted bay bass, and then we got Pearl swim baits, Big Hammer, and then Damiki. So depending on what the spotted bay bass are in the mood for, Kitechs are great because they're scented and they come in all different sizes, but I like to throw the bigger ones when I'm fishing for spotties when they're riled up and they're dialed in on bigger bait. Right here, these go good. Especially this color right here, the green top, little white body bottom, goes great. And Pearl swim baits go great too. It really just depends on where you are. Like when I know spotties aren't really on the big baits, or if they're just like honestly small spotties around, you're trying to catch something, the Mickey Armor Shad right here. Great presentation. This is a pearl white one. I like this one the best. I mean, it might just be like a confidence thing, but I have caught a lot of spotties on this 3-inch bait right here, ranging from all sizes, from big to small. And I mean, this is one bait that always gets bit. It just really matches what a smelt looks like, in my opinion, and it just gets hammered. And the pearl swim baits, I like to use these up in like Long Beach area, where the spotties are more dialed on bigger baits, and especially with the Kitechs. Kitechs, I use them everywhere. I mean, Huntington, Newport Harbor, the scent really goes a long way when they're scented. Anything scented always goes a long way for me. And getting some of the hard baits you guys should be using. So this is the lipless crankbait. These go crazy for spotties or not, or even with the lipped ones. And the lipless though is really fun to use when you know you're not gonna get like snagged and stuff, but I've caught a lot of fish right on this thing right here, and this is not an expensive one. I actually got this off the Wish app, believe it or not, and it works great. I had a couple of them, and they caught me a lot of spotties. They pipe these things. And we got our jerk baits. So this is a Guggen Squad Scout. I actually caught my first jerk bait spotty on one of these, fishing up in one of the river inlets. And I've used it since, and it has caught me a lot of spotties. But when you're fishing the jerk bait, move it quick. Move it erratic, keep it in the water. I mean, these things get pummeled, and it's super fun to catch spotties on the jerk bait, especially when you're fishing those eelgrass beds and you keep it above the eelgrass beds, and seeing them come out and just sight fishing them, honestly, is just like very entertaining to see, and jerk baits do a great job at that. Next, I'm going to get into the micro jigs. So right here, we got this jig by Fish Extrada. It is a great way at catching spotties. I love using my ultralight setup for these. They get pummeled. And you can see right there, you can at nighttime you can put a glow stick in there if you want, or you put the rattler. I recommend the rattler because it gets a little micro vibration, almost like, because fish have lateral lines, that's how they sense their prey. So with the little micro vibration, it just catches the attention of the fish. Like it can get them to be looking this way and to turn around to look at what it is, because they can feel it in the water. And that's a big thing, is just fish feel their prey out. So triggering their lateral lines is huge. Lateral lines are huge. So next, I got these right here. Little squid imitation baits by Fish Extrada. I was using them the other day. They get bit. I mean, they can glow, as you can see. Put a glow stick in there. Super fun. I mean, you know, just like any other soft plastic, you just put a lead head through it, or just whatever, however you want to rig it. You could put like the little, looks like that on the back, as you guys see. Set them up either way, and I honestly just put a lead head through it, a smaller one, and it just got popped. So next, moving on to some other swim bait, arc sleepers. Gotta love these guys. These things, perfect profile, especially when I'm fishing like, so when you're fishing docks, and there's a dock, right, and it goes out, and all the boats are there, and there's that one side by the walls and stuff, and you guys know what I'm talking about, and there's rocks there. These are my favorite things to throw in the shallow water areas for spotties where all the rocks are, because I'd never snag them, honestly. Got a little guard right there. As you guys see, the hook is just pops out on them like that, protected by the little fin guard. And I mean, you see, I just got line because I literally just cut it off because using it. But these things get absolutely pummeled. And just depending on the water color, like if the water's all murky, the little chartreuse green, and it gets absolutely pummeled. And yeah, guys, these are some quality baits right here, and I totally recommend them. And when it comes to lead heads, all right, there's many different types of lead heads. I'm going to show you guys the Namiki lead heads. So this is without the little underspin, and this is with the underspin. Like that. So yeah, underspin grabs a lot of attention, pretty huge, but without the underspin, works well. The cool baits have great underspin, honestly, and so does the Namiki. But it just depends, like, you know, it's all confidence things in my opinion. It's like I have a lot of confidence in the Namiki underspin, but I do have more confidence in the cool baits underspin. So all it is confidence, guys. So whichever you think is the best is gonna be the best. Alright guys, so we also have tube baits. So these are tube baits, like hookup baits. This is a hookup bait. I don't have a lot of this size left. I'll use it for spotties in a minute, but these things will catch you your first spotty, guaranteed. If you're just trying to get your first one, you're struggling, throw the hookup bait. End of story. You'll get a fish. Trust me on that one. And then I got the Namiki axe blade right here. This thing gets bit up pretty good. I've caught many spotties on this. I mean, as you say, you've got all the teeth marks and just how it looks. But yeah, guys, this is a great bait for spotties and kills it. And then for my ultralight, I actually use this thing. It's a little Yozuri mini sinking crankbait. On the ultralight, this is fun, but you gotta kind of like sight fishing for this because just watching it sink is pretty slow. But you get one little rip and they come annihilate this little thing. But yeah, as you guys see, that is a cool bait for spotties right there on the ultralight. And yeah, guys, let's get into the setups. Alright guys, so here's my first setup I'll be showing you. It's my ultralight right here, my Daiwa Sweetfire. This is one of actually my favorite ways to catch spotties in the ultralight. So I use the ultralight when I know I'm not going to get broken off. Like if I'm fishing like heavy rocks and stuff, or spotties will just dog me in a hole, I'm not going to be using my ultralight because I don't like getting broken off, to be honest. This is a fun setup. I've been doing a lot of the micro jigging on this, which I'll have a video coming soon with fish extrado baits and just what this kind of ultralight fishing is all about for spotties, because as you guys saw in my one video, which I'll post up there, which is Corbina and when I was trying to get bonefish and Corbina on the ultralight and all that in the harbor. That was a great time, and spotties and ultralight is just a lot of fun. So I'll have a new spotty video for you guys coming soon. But yeah, guys, this is the ultralight setup right here. Got my little Akuma rod with it. It's perfect setup. I mean, this rod does ultralight fishing. You know, they pull some drag. It's fun. Just, you know, matching the tackle to the fish. So great time on this. All right, guys. So this is my just all-time spotty setup with my Alexa 300. A lot of people say, you know, Alexa 300s are pretty heavy for spotty fishing. You're right, but there's a lot of power behind it, and you can just manhandle them out of the holes. Because I fish a lot of tight structure spots for spotties, and this setup right here, my Mojo Bass stick, messes up spotties. And I throw like a lot of different. I throw all my swim baits from vault blades to axe blades. I throw pretty much everything on this setup right here, and it's actually one of my favorite setups I own. I just love the Alexa 300s, and I just love this St. Croix rod. I mean, Mojo Bass stick, it's perfect for it. I love this setup. And yeah, guys, it's like my #1 spotty setup. So yeah, on to the next. Alright guys, so for line size, I go anywhere for my Alexa setup, anywhere from 10 pound to 15 to even 30 pound, depending on where I'm fishing. You know, it's a reaction bite, so the spotties aren't really looking at your line. They're like, oh, is that fake? No, it's just a reaction bite. It's like what lure fishing is. It's just getting a reaction on the fish to strike. So with line, it's just anywhere from 10 to 15. 10 pounds, like when I just want to mess around and try to get them to pull some drag, lighten up, you know. I know I'm not going to get broken off, but 25 pound, I'll be fishing like on docks, by the pilings. I'm just not trying to get them to wrap me around it, or on your rocks and pilings. It's all about just going heavier so you can just get them out of there, because trust me, they can get you in those little pilings and their bridges and stuff pretty quick if you're not prepared for it, if you're not ready for it. So yeah, guys, let's get to the outro. Alright guys, as you saw, that's a tackle you guys need for spotted bay bass this summer, and you guys will kill it, I promise you. And yeah, our next video, as I was saying before the intro, the giveaway will be live, and you guys will get to see some pretty cool stuff, and hopefully you guys win it. But yeah, just subscribe, be ready for the giveaway, and yeah guys, our next video will be thresher sharks. I'm sorry, I did do that poll, and we were gonna go to Catalina, but we had some boat issues, and it's all being resolved right now, and hopefully it'll be done in like a week. So yeah, so actually tomorrow I'm going out with the mechanic to see what's going on with it. But yeah, guys, I will catch you guys in the next episode of Hog Squad. Peace.